U.S. Customs and Border Protection has opened an investigation into the posting of racist and xenophobic messages by current and former Border Patrol agents on a private Facebook group. More than 9,500 people are part of the group, which was exposed by ProPublica on Monday. The group's Facebook page is filled with racist, homophobic, anti-immigrant, and misogynistic content about migrants, as well as some lawmakers and other high-profile people. One post contained a photoshopped image of Congress member Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez being sexually assaulted by President Trump. In another thread, members of the group made fun of a video of a man trying to carry a child through a rapid river in a plastic bag. Someone commented, quote, "At least it's already in a trash bag," unquote.
Well, for more, we go to Berkeley, California, where we're joined by A.C. Thompson. He's the man who broke the story, the ProPublica reporter who covers Border Patrol and policing on the southern border, as well as hate crimes and racial extremism. His new piece is headlined "Inside the Secret Border Patrol Facebook Group Where Agents Joke About Migrant Deaths and Post Sexist Memes." AC, welcome back to Democracy Now! Why don't you take us on the journey of first how you were alerted to this group that has, more than 9,500 participants?
You know, I think what's important to note is that there are people within the Border Patrol and the broader CBP agency who don't like what's going on there. They say, look, the culture has gotten toxic, it has gotten dangerous, and there are people that were in that Facebook group who said, I want to alert the media about this. What's going on is absolutely unconscionable. Interestingly, about 7,000 people have left the group since we first did our reporting. And I think that says something, that people realize this is not a group they want to be associated with, and what was happening there was absolutely incorrect.
But talk about exactly what you found in this group, in this Facebook group. What were people saying?
I'll tell you, I've been reporting on law enforcement for more than 20 years, and I have never seen anything like this. I have spent time with corrupt cops, with cops who went to prison, and I just have not seen people who would post memes joking about sexual assault, apparently celebrating sexual assault, and I have not seen people, sort of posting these things referring to the folks that they're supposed to interact with the migrants, as essentially trash or subhuman. And like I said, I've met a lot of bad cops. This is way outside of the norms of normal behavior, whether in the civilian world or the law enforcement world. There were memes about homophobia, about mocking Anderson Cooper's sexuality. There were memes questioning whether migrants who had died trying to cross the river between the United States and Mexico were actually, if that actually happened, referring to them as floaters and saying maybe it was all a scheme concocted by the Democrats and liberals. I mean, the levels of antipathy for women, for migrants, and for just people in general, very, very high.
And I wanted to ask you about another story. In Virginia, James Fields, the self-described neo-Nazi who killed activist Heather Heyer at an anti-hate rally in 2017, was sentenced Friday to life in prison. Fields plowed his car into a crowd of anti-racist protesters in Charlottesville at the counter-protest of the white supremacist Unite the Right rally. Following the rally and Heyer's killing, President Trump claimed they were fine people on both sides. AC, you were in Charlottesville in 2017 and did the award-winning Frontline documentary documenting hate. Can you talk about the significance of the sentencing of James Field and also the work you did identifying the Ku Klux Klan white supremacists who were marching? Perhaps scarier than if they were marching under white sheets is that they felt comfortable to march with their faces completely exposed. And you steadfastly have identified a number of these people. So the significance of the sentencing of Fields and the work you did there, and if you see connections to what you're doing right now, exposing this private Facebook group of nearly 10,000 border agents.
Yeah, I think the Fields case is a really important case of victory for prosecutors. And in some of these other cases that we've seen coming out of Unite the Right and coming out of the white supremacist violence of that year, prosecutors have had mixed results. Some of these cases have been tossed out by judges, and this is one of the ones that has been really very successful for prosecutors. And I think it's a key message being sent there. I think the thing that I see that's really disturbing, right, is when you go inside the white supremacist chats, there is this misogyny, there is this almost misanthropy, there's this anger at everyone, and this discussion of all these different groups of people as subhuman. When you go inside the Border Patrol Facebook group, the secret Facebook group, a lot of these guys, maybe most of these people, are Chicanos. A lot of them are Mexican Americans. And yet there's also this sort of misogyny and dehumanizing sort of language and sort of a sense that one group of people, migrants, are the other, and they're so different from us that they can't really be human. And I see definite parallels between the two different sorts of groups, the white supremacist groups and what they're talking about online, and then these Border Patrol Facebook groups and sort of what they're talking about online, even though a lot of the people in the Border Patrol group are not white.